Hi friends, it's Hannah, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I'm going to be making two absolutely beautiful floral ballerinas from a thrift flip. I found this absolutely beautiful black metal ballerina, and she's about 3 feet tall. She's absolutely statuesque, and she cost $5.49. To begin with, I used reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree, and I stuffed the bodice completely with the reindeer moss. Once it was completely stuffed, I used a pair of scissors and I simply went around the entire bodice and snipped off all of the moss that was peeking out through the holes in the metal so that it gave the bodice a very tailored look. And once I finished cutting off all of the moss from inside the bodice, this is how the bodice should look. I used picks from the Dollar Tree that had lemons and florals and leaves on them. And all I did was remove the lemons and remove the tag, and I used the florals and I used the entire stem to make the skirt of the ballerina. I purchased these from the Dollar Tree, but they did not have them in the store, so I did purchase them online. But this was so easy to make. The metal up at the top near the bodice was very tight, so I just slid the florals along with the greenery on them. Each pick fit perfectly in and quite snugly at the top near the bodice. And I just went around the piece and completely filled it in. It took less than 5 minutes to complete this tutu once I had the moss inside the bodice and trimmed, and she turned out absolutely beautiful. It looks so elegant with some of the vines from the florals hanging over the base of her tutu. The camera does not do this piece any justice. She's absolutely beautiful. I found this metal ballerina at the thrift store, but you can also shop from your house. Look around and see what's in your house that is completely plain that you can transform with moss and flowers. It is so fun to do. For the second part of the project, I removed all of the florals from the skirt. I left the moss exactly as it is, and I chose pastel colored succulents from the Dollar Tree. These had a little bit longer stems, so on the first two I tied the stems onto the wire to give it stability, and on the rest of the flowers I simply hot glued the petals together, and I used a pale lavender color and an eggshell white on the succulents, and I alternated them all the way around the entire fringe of her tutu. And I made a complete circle with them. And then after it was complete, I used small spiky succulents that I also purchased from the Dollar Tree, and I just laid them straight in behind all of the pastel colored succulents. And they looked so pretty. I absolutely love the way this piece is coming out, and it's so easy to do. The florals on front are only have a touch of glue, so if you ever decide that you're going to do something else with these florals, you can easily remove them. On the top, I used these wonderful salmon colored, kind of a yellow salmon colored pastel succulent from the Dollar Tree, and I tucked these up against her bodice. And after I was finished with those, I cut up some florals from a pick from Michael's, and the pick looked like moss, and I wanted to give the piece cohesiveness, so I wanted some mossy looking things to show inside the succulents. So I used these succulent moss looking pieces to cover in any holes that were left in her tutu. And she came out so beautiful. I'm really pleased with the way that this ballerina dress turned out in the succulents. I so enjoyed making this video for you, and I hope it inspires you to make something beautiful. Until then, I will see you next time.